Welcome to our channel Blender Tips. In this tutorial, you will learn that how we can create the procedural lava rock material in Blender with the help of nodes. And here you can see that I create three different groups of nodes to create this lava rock material. And here is the lava shader, and here this is the rock shader, and this is the control between the lava and rock material. And I plug in all the required value into the group input node, and by pressing tab here you can see that this is the custom node of procedural lava rock material. And from this custom node you can control the many parameters along with colors to control this lava rock material. And here you can see that here we can change the color of the lava shader, and here this is the second color, and this is the color of the rock material. And here you can see that this is changed as you want. And here these are the rock bump strengths, and these are the lava bump and rock scale and lava scale, and this is the displacement scale, and this is the emission strength. And here by increasing you can increase the emission strength of the lava, and by decreasing, and here you can see that the lava is disappear, the material is only a rocky material. And if you want to purchase this material, then you can visit my Gumroad store and Patreon page. Links are in descriptions. So let's start. I open the Blender and set up the scene, and here you can see that this is the 3D viewport, and I am in camera view and in rendered view. And this is the shader editor, and here I rename this material procedural lava rock material. And here in material section I change the setting, and in surface here I choose displacement and bump. Beautiful. Now first I create the lava material. So for that here I add the noise texture by pressing shift A. Here I add the noise texture and place the noise texture something like here. And by pressing Control T, this will be add the mapping and the texture coordinate, and I use the object coordinate. And this is due to the node wrangler add-on, because I enable the node wrangler add-on. And if you also want to enable the node wrangler add-on, then you go to the edit and in preferences, and here in add-on you just type here node and just check mark the node wrangler add-on. And I also turn on the screencast keys, because you can see which I press. Beautiful. Now this is the noise texture, and I want to preview the noise texture by pressing Ctrl Shift. This is also due to the node wrangler add-on, and here I adjust the value of the noise texture. And here I set the value, increase the scale up to something like 11, and here I increase the detail about 15, and here I increase the roughness something like 0.800. Beautiful. Now I want to add some color. So for that, by pressing shift A, here I add the color ramp to give the color to this lava shader. And here I add the color, and here I increase this and I add the color something like dark red color. And here I also add another color something like yellowish color. Nice. And adjust these pointers, move it something like here, and also move it something like here. Beautiful. Nice. Now I want to add some bumps to this notch texture. So for here I choose the factor of the notch texture and plug in into the normal of the principal PSDF. And here you can see that this is the shading issue, because this is the black and white data and this is the normal data. To convert the black and white data into the normal data, I use the node bump node, and here I add the bump node and also normal into the height. Now you can see that the material is too much bumpy, and here I decrease the strength something like 0.500 half. Beautiful. Now this is the lava shader, and I select these, and by pressing Ctrl J to join them into the frame, and by pressing F2 I rename this frame to the lava. Beautiful. Now I want to do the rock material. So for that, here I add another materials. So by pressing Shift A, here I add the noise texture and place the noise texture something like here, and here I use the same mapping. So plug in the texture coordinate into the vector, and by pressing Ctrl Shift I can preview this noise texture, and here I adjust the value of the noise texture, and here I increase the scale up to 10, and also increase the detail up to 15, and here I increase a little bit roughness something like 0.600. Beautiful. Now I want to add a color ramp. By pressing Shift A, here I add the color ramp and place the color ramp here, and here I adjust the color, and here I make this color something like this, and by pressing the plus button this will be add another pointer, and I select this pointer and make this color something like the brown color, and also decrease the roughness. It's looking better. And here I add another principal BSDF. By pressing Shift A, here I add another principal BSDF and place it something like here to view the shader clearly. Nice. And now I want to add the bumps to this. So for that, here I use the factor of the noise texture into the normal, and here you can see that this is the again shading issue because this is the black and white data and this is the normal data. So by pressing Shift A, here I add the bump node and place the bump node something like here, and also normal into the height. Now you can see that the material is too much bumpy. To reduce the bump strength, here I decrease this value, and here I found 0.300 is best. Beautiful. Now you can see that this is the second frame, and this is the rock, and I select this node, and by pressing Ctrl J this will be add a frame, and by pressing F2 I rename this frame rock. Beautiful. Now I want to mix these shaders. So for that, here I add the mix shader node. By pressing Shift A, here I add mix shader and place the mix shader something like here, and also insert this value into the shader. Beautiful. And here you can see that the two shaders are now mixed with each other, and here I adjust this value factor, and here you can see that the material is in rock, and if I increase this factor, and the material is in lava form. And here I add some more nodes to control the rock material and lava material. Here I add the noise texture, move this something like here, and here I add the noise texture and place the noise texture something like here, and I use the same coordinate and with the vector of the noise texture, and by pressing Ctrl Shift I can preview this noise texture, and here I add the some another node mix and place it here. By default it is float type, and here I choose the color and place this node something like here, and here this is the color A and this is the color B, and here for color B I use the color of the noise texture into the mix, and here I choose the types of the mix shader something the linear light. Beautiful. And here I also adjust the value of the noise texture, and here I put the value something like 6, and here I increase the detail up to the 15, and nice, and here I adjust the factor something like 0.700. Beautiful. And I want to distort this noise texture with the help of the Voronoi texture. So here I add the Voronoi texture by pressing Shift A. Here I add Voronoi texture and place this texture something like here. And here I adjust the Voronoi texture, and here I choose the type distance to edge, and also decrease this scale something like 0.15, and also preview this. Now it's looking better, and here I want to control the output of the Voronoi texture with the help of the color ramps. So for here I add by pressing Shift A. Here I add the color ramp and place the color ramp something like here, and here I control the color ramp something like here. Beautiful. Nice. And also select this, and by pressing Ctrl Shift to preview this and put the color of the color ramp into the factor, and here you can see that the two shaders are mixing nicely, and here by controlling this we can control the both shader. Beautiful. Nice. And here I want to add the displacement. So for that here I use this Voronoi texture to add the displacement to this shader. So for that I put this displacement into the material output. Beautiful. And here you can see that the material is too much stretched because this is the black and white data and this is the displacement data, and here I convert the black and white data into the displacement data. For that here I add another node which is the displacement node and place this here, and also the normal into the height. Beautiful. And here you can see that the value of the displacement is too much high, and here I decrease the value to find some small displacement, and here I enter the value of 0.90, and here you can see that this value is also too much high, and I adjust it manually something like this. Now it's look better. Beautiful. And here I add a frame to these nodes by selecting this node, and by pressing Control J this will be add a frame, and by pressing F2 I rename this frame something like control, and after fixing some values, and here you can see the final procedural lava rock material, and by pressing F12 you can see the rendered view of the procedural lava rock material. Thanks for watching.